Hello, welcome. I am here to teach you something that I do that I think would be beneficial to you. And why do I think it'll be beneficial to you? Because I was just talking to another agent and I shared it, and they were like, "What? Oh my gosh. I don't know how you are organized or, whatever, but I'm going to share it with you because I think it'll be beneficial and I like to teach. So here we go. Let me get my screen share going, and I am going to share with you what I do to track my commissions and to track um, my money and to budget. So I don't budget in the sense that I say I'm going to spend this, and this on these things. I budget in that I earn this, so I'm going to spend this amount, this percentage of it on these things. So this is a spreadsheet that I use to track my commission and to move the money into separate accounts. I'm using a method of profit first. It's a book. You can go read it. There's a website. You can look it up. I sort of edited it for myself, which is great. You need to be able to make it customizable so that works really well for any industry that you work in. This one just happens to be in real estate and for transaction like tracking and commission tracking. So I tried to add as much stuff as I could into it to make it the most information and the most data in the smallest amount of space. And this one only goes up to like 8 transactions or so because it's just a sample. You're going to need to make it work for you, but it's enough to get you started. And it's got the formulas already built into it. All you have to do is edit some numbers and then make sure those formulas transfer across the columns. So the first thing that you are going to want to do if you use Profit First is you're going to want to have multiple bank accounts. And so for this one, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I have 6, and it looks like 7, but that's because operating expenses and total income use the same account for my system. Here's what I do. I get paid. So here's an example that I've already done for you for a house. And yes, I know that the numbers aren't exactly right because sometimes there's fees and your commission might be different. It's an example. Okay. So play along. And we're going to do an example together. So right here, we're going to have $1 million house because who doesn't want to sell $1 million house? And you'll notice that right here, as soon as I type that and hit enter, it says 0. And that is because this line, this row here, keeps track of the percentage of the sale price to the list price. And for easy numbers, we are going to sell this house for $1 million also, or, 10 million because I can't count zeros. All right, so we've sold this for 100% of the asking price. And if you see that up here where I have the closing date and the address of the property, it's green, and that means that I'm the listing agent. You can make it any color you want. These are the ones that I used. I like to be able to easily see when I look at the spreadsheet which transactions I listed, which ones I helped the buyer, or which ones I helped both. Now, your commission on this $1 million property could be $30,000, right? Could be different, could be more, could be less, whatever. And your split might be 24,000. Whoa, look at that. All the numbers just filled right in. What happened? Well, I've got all of these already set up to be these percentages. And let's explain these columns as we go. So my commission before split, $30,000. My commission after split, $24,000. And now it's time to split it up so that I can spend my money or save it appropriately so that I can have extra money or, know what I can spend on new signs or new business cards. So profit, you can do whatever you want with profit. I just let it sit there. I want to save it to use for something, whether it's an investment or maybe a new house or maybe a new car or whatever. Save it, right? Profit, I've done it 10%. You can do that percent, whatever you want. So 10% of our 24,000 is $2,400. And I'm going to move that into the bank account I have designated for profit. I use one with Marcus with Goldman Sachs because it has a 4.15% interest rate today, which is July 21st, 2023. Then we have owner's pay. This is the money that you're going to take and spend however you like on you or your, your mortgage, whatever. So on this one, I took $6,000 because I'm taking a 25% owner's pay from every commission. Run your business finances as a real estate agent as a business. You are a business. Run your finances like a business. This is what you're doing this. All right, I am with EXP currently, and I get 5% of my commission automatically into EXP stocks. So 5%, $1,200 I just bought in stocks when I closed on this property. Taxes, I'm doing it 20%. You need to make that percentage whatever works for you in your tax bracket. I don't know if you sell $10 trillion in real estate or $1 million in real estate, and I don't care either way, but you need to make sure that you set aside the right amount of money for your taxes so that quarterly or monthly or yearly, however you pay your taxes, you have the money in this tax account to pay your taxes. Okay? Operating expenses. Now, remember I said at the beginning, I use operating expense account is the exact same as my total income. So my total income account is where they direct deposit my commission. My operating expenses is the exact same account. So this 35% stays in that account. I don't take it out until I need to spend it to buy new business cards, fuel, gifts for my clients, postcards, whatever you're doing to market, to run your business, that's the money you're using for that. Okay. And then I use a sixth account, which Profit First has 5 in their base setup. I created a sixth. I use charity donations. I used to allow my clients to choose a charity at each closing, and then I would present them with a check. I changed that last year because of the clients that I was servicing. We're not interested in doing it that way. It didn't work for them, so it wasn't working for me. Now those funds get put into this charity donations account, and they go to the food bank, they go to the Lions Club, they go to school lunches. I help pay off school lunches and those types of things that are charity, that are not sponsorships and advertising. Sponsorships and advertising, I use operating expenses for. So if I sponsor a ball team in my town, I'm using my operating expenses money because that's an advertisement. It's not a charity donation. So make sure you're doing that correctly, because you can have 100% write-off with those. I'm not a tax person. You can't have 100% write-off. Talk to your tax person. Sorry. The advertising expenses are written off in a different manner than charity donations. So make sure you are categorizing your spending appropriately. Okay, so now I have all of this money moved. I have moved it from this account into these other accounts. And now I know I have this amount of money to spend on my taxes, and I have this much money that I've bought in stocks, and I get this much money paid to me. I take it, put it in my personal account. I have a personal account for my business because I don't have an LLC or a corporation for my real estate business. So it's technically a personal account, but I use it like a business account. Now, there's a few other features on this spreadsheet that I want to point out. One is it's totaling for you. Okay, so this is going to tell you how much you've sold. This is going to tell you how much commission was before your split, how much commission you've earned, how much you should see in each of these accounts, unless, of course, it's your operating expenses or owner's pay and you are spending that money, right? Or taxes. So the other thing is you will see the total of homes, the home listed prices. You will have a average of the listed to sold percentage here. You can see each one. So maybe you had a house listed at $1 million and it sold for 800,000. It's going to show you that percentage. Okay. Buyers listing dual here over on the side. I color code them across the top. So when I close, I make the box the color. So see on this one, maybe I was a dual. On this one, maybe, oh, where'd my color go? Where it'll be the buyer. Okay, so you can change those colors. You can make them whatever the color you want. Those are the colors I chose. You can change them, but I color code them. So when I look at the spreadsheet, monthly, quarterly, whenever I'm checking on my goals, I can see I listed 2 houses, or I double-sided 2 houses, or I helped 4 buyers, whatever it is. Okay. Now, these percentages are for example only. So if you're just starting this and you're worried that if you put too much in some of these accounts, you won't have enough to pay your bills, then don't do that. Change the percentages. Um, your owner's pay, maybe you need to take 50% right now. Maybe you need to take 80% right now, and you can only put 1 or 2% in these other accounts. You need to do it how it works for you, but the goal is to do it is to get more to like this range of percentages. And the reason being is that you want to be spending your commission in a business type manner. So you want to make sure that you are having operating expenses and taxes. And if it's not stocks, maybe it's IRA or investment account of some kind, mutual funds, whatever type of um, like retirement type account you want to use. That's up to you and your tax advisor and financial planners. But this can get you started using Profit First for your real estate business. You can even make it work for any other type of business you have. You just need to obviously edit it because it's not going to be commission. Maybe you have an Etsy shop and you're selling things, then you have Etsy fees, so you're going to have the total that you sold, your total after Etsy fees, and then split it up like that. I hope this helps. I hope that you all download this, copy it to your use. You can put it in Excel, you can copy it into your Google Sheets, whatever you want to use it in. If you have questions, if you'd like to meet for coffee to talk about it sometime, I would love that if you're local. If you're not local, we can hop on Zoom and drink our coffee or our cocktails if we're not going to be driving, right? So to get this, how do you get this now, right? Let me tell you, you are going to text the word profit, PROFIT, to the number 810-213-2327. Again, that's profit. You're going to text that to 810-213-2327, and it's just going to send you a link to this sheet. And I will leave these examples on here for you. You can delete them, whatever, but copy it into your sheets, into your Google Sheets, download it into Excel, however you choose to use it, and have fun. And I hope this helps you budget differently, manage your business finances differently, more successfully, and that you see a positive profit and work come out of that. Have a great day, and I hope to talk to you real soon. Bye now.